Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Dear students, today our topic is resistance. Dear students, resistance means obstruction to the flow of current. It means obstruction to the flow of current. That means opposition to the flow of current. Dear students, we can define resistance as the property of a conductor due to which it opposes the flow of current through it is called resistance. Resistance is the property of a conductor due to which it opposes the flow of current through it. Dear students, the resistance of a conductor is numerically equal to the ratio of potential difference across its ends to the current flowing through it. That is, resistance is equal to potential difference divided by current. Dear students, we know that resistance is represented by R, potential difference is represented by V, and current is represented by I. So we can write R is equal to V by I. Dear students, the SI unit of resistance is ohm. SI unit of resistance is ohm, which is denoted by omega, which is denoted by this term which is known as omega. We can define ohm as 1 ohm is the resistance. 1 ohm is the resistance when 1 ampere of current, 1 ampere of current flows through a conductor of potential difference 1 volt, of potential difference 1 volt across its ends. 1 ohm is defined as 1 ohm is the resistance when 1 ampere of current flows through a conductor of potential difference 1 volt across its ends. Dear students, as we know that R is equal to V by I. R is equal to V by I. R is the resistance. Unit of resistance is ohm. Then, so ohm is equal to unit of potential difference is volt. And unit of current is ampere. So we can write ohm is equal to 1 volt divided by 1 ampere. That is omega is equal to 1V by 1A. 1V means 1 volt and 1A means 1 ampere. Dear students, so the resistance of a conductor is said to be 1 ohm if a current of 1 ampere flows through it, when a potential difference of 1 volt applied across its ends. That is, omega is equal to 1 volt divided by 1 ohm. Dear students, resistance of a conductor depends on resistance of a conductor depends on number 1, length of the conductor. Length of the conductor. It depends on length of the conductor. Or is directly proportional to L. Or is directly proportional to L. That means on increasing the length of a conductor, length of a wire, its resistance increases, and on decreasing the length of the wire, its resistance decreases. Number 2 is area of cross section. Area of cross section. Of the conductor. Area of cross section of the conductor. Area of cross section of the conductor, that is thickness. Dear students, R is inversely proportional to area of cross section of the conductor. That means thickness of the conductor. Thick wire has less resistance. And a thin wire has more resistance. When the thickness of a wire is doubled. When the thickness of the wire is doubled, its resistance gets half. And if the thickness of the wire is half, then its resistance will get doubled. Dear students, third point is temperature. Resistance also depends on the temperature. Resistance also depends on the temperature. Dear students, resistance increases with the increase in temperature. Resistance increases with the increase in temperature. Fourth point is nature of the material. Nature of the material of the conductor. Nature of the material of the conductor. Dear students, different materials made of the same length and same area of cross section have different resistances. For example, the resistance of nichrome wire. Nichrome is an alloy. The resistance of nichrome wire is more than that of copper wire of the same length and area of cross section. That is why the coils of the electric toasters and electric irons are made up of an alloy, that means made up of nichrome, because of high resistance, high melting point, and they does not oxide when it is red hot. That is why the coils of the electric toasters and electric heaters, electric irons are made up of nichrome wire. Thank you, students.